Hi, this is Sarah Mikesel with the Poultry Site, and today we're here with Farhad Mozafar. He is the technical marketing manager at Lohmann Breeders. Thanks for being with us today, Farhad.
Thank you for having me here. Thanks a lot.
Very good. And today we are in Berlin, Germany at an exclusive event for the poultry industry called Producing for the Future, and it's sponsored by EW Nutrition. So you presented today, and we want to talk a little bit about what you talked about. So I'm going to go through kind of a series of questions here to kind of give people a flavor of what your presentation was about. What are the key traits of an ideal laying hen today?
When we talk about a laying hen today, this is a modern laying hen. This is not the same as we had before. So we have to consider in general that a modern laying hen have an extended life cycle and also production cycle in comparison to before. Then for sure we have to think of livability, laying persistency, the desired egg weight for different markets. This is also very important target that we should reach. And finally also the financial drivers, which is the egg mass and the egg numbers at the end, which drives everything. And so this is totally different than before, and this is why we have to manage and feed these birds also differently than before.
Right. Very good. What are the potential requirements, just like you were talking about, for such an ideal laying hen?
For sure, we need some requirements in advance so to achieve all these goals. And it starts, for example, from the excellent genetics that we should get, and then from the first moment of the hatch. So we need a premium day-old chicken quality. And afterwards, for sure, the skeleton, we need a very strong skeleton. We need a very well-developed organs. These are all the organs that they are going to have a function in our production. If we talk about lung and heart and liver and gizzard and so on, we need a very strong immune system. So these are all the parameters that we need for such a modern ideal laying hen.
Excellent. And how can these parameters be achieved?
Our focus should be on rearing, actually. So we are thinking a lot about production. We focus a lot on the production, which is correct. We collect lots of data also from the production. But for me, rearing is a kind of underestimated and neglected. And we have to put focus there because there is a direct influence and relationship between all the production traits we are talking about and the rearing period.
Why so much focus on the rearing period?
So actually all the traits, the production traits we are talking about, they have their roots in the rearing period. So we are talking about good production, about the persistency, about the laying performance and everything. And all of these traits, they have their roots in the rearing, which we have to focus on. Yeah.
Excellent. And how could the relationship between the rearing period and the production period be explained?
It's actually easy, it's a straightforward. So we are talking about a strong skeleton, we are talking about well-formed organs, we are talking about a strong immune system, and all these things are happening first in the rearing period. So all the skeleton, all the muscles, organs, everything is built actually in the first weeks of age, not later. And also the immune system, it starts from the first moment of the hatch that we have to have a strong immune system. And these are all the facts that we have to consider for the later life, and there is a direct impact and influence of the rearing period to the production parameters.
Very good. We see that across species a lot, right? You got to get it right up front in order for it to, to have the best efficiency and best production value throughout the process.
Exactly, you got the point. So it's not irreversible.
Right.
You cannot correct it back.
Right.
So we focus a lot on the production traits later in the production, and we try to fix the problems, but normally it's too late because the main focus was on rearing that we actually missed. Yeah.
Interesting.
Please.
How does Lohmann ensure the appropriate genetics of their commercial chicks and parent stock hens across various countries?
So we adhere and we stick actually to our principle from the beginning that we have for every market the right egg and for every management the right hen. So we have a portfolio from the Lohmann breeding program with different egg colors, with different egg sizes for different markets, and also the adaptability to different climate conditions and housing systems. And so this is possible with a very balanced breeding program, for sure, on our selection procedures in our pure line. All the data we get, this is the accurate and very exact data collection, analyzing them. And on the other hand, everything we are getting from the field plays a very important role. So all the data we are getting from our customers, we are doing ourselves also our tests on the commercial level. So to see how the birds are performing on the real field condition, and this is how we can achieve the targeted breeding objectives at the end.
Very good. And one last question. What are the primary characteristics of Lohmann breeds that contribute to their global success?
There are different ones. Actually, Lohmann birds are distinguished by their laying performance, by their laying persistency, livability, by very strong eggshell quality, robustness. These are all the main characters that we have with Lohmann birds, and also they adapt to all climate conditions and our housing systems. This is what we can see worldwide. Also there are some characters that, for example, they can also adapt to the feed intake depending on the feed quality and feed energy level. They are also able to adapt themselves also to these conditions. So, and this is why we are now present in 120 countries producing table eggs worldwide. Yeah.
Very good. Well, great. Thank you so much for all the information today. We really appreciate it.
I have to thank you. Thanks a lot for having me. Thanks a lot.
This is Sarah Mikesell with the Poultry Site.